Dean Riha. I'm currently Alliance Manager on level crossing removals. Been around Fulton Hogan for 16 years. My current role on the level crossing is probably the most exciting one I've had because it's actually allowing me to, make a difference and play a part in changing the industry.
My name is Justine Moss and I'm the Social Procurement and Aboriginal Engagement Manager at Fulton Hogan. I've been working in the Aboriginal engagement space for the last 15 years, starting with Career Business Network, which then formed into Kinaway. Our purpose at Fulton Hogan is creating, connecting with communities and caring for the communities. We work with Kinaway because we see you as a trusted partner and a call of friends. We can pick up the phone, call you and say, how about this? What do you think? And you turn around and say, here's a list of businesses you should work with, or actually that's not going to work. Have a think about this. This is going to be a much better approach, and then bringing the businesses along the journey. So it's a great relationship partnering together.
I think as Fulton Hogan moves into our Innovate wrap, if I look at it, Kinaway's been really pivotal for us in not only educating and raising awareness, but also opening a lot of doors for us to actually, provide a lot more opportunities for First Nations businesses. I think of recent times, whether it's the workshop on acknowledgement of country, which was a fantastic workshop where we learned a lot, and actually had to personalise acknowledgements of countries. We even had a workshop with LXRP and Kinaway in a town hall where we actually opened the doors up to several different Aboriginal businesses that we hadn't actually been introduced to previously. So Kinaway's been really pivotal in not only raising the awareness, but also providing us the opportunities to help First Nations businesses. Probably a few of the recent ones, just to mention some names, HDF and IDIC have joined, and working with HDF for the first time through an introduction of Kinaway, and actually having Kinaway support HDF through that journey with Fulton Hogan, have been able to start a business and support them and watch them grow. They've actually picked up their 5-tonne digger, brand new machine today, which is actually going to be used on some of our future projects. We've had a number of their employees working for us for a number of years now, which has been really great. We've really helped, I think, individually a lot of people break some real, tragic cycles and actually help. So for me, Kinaway is a huge part of us and our path to reconciliation, but also helping Fulton Hogan make a difference.
And as Dean said, we've been working with some great businesses. One of those is Bungie, Dean Rioli's business, and our Craigieburn project, which is separate to what Dean's been doing. And we have 10 of his trucks at our Craigieburn project. And now what we're doing is introducing Dean across our organisation so that he gets consistent work across the whole of Fulton Hogan Southern Construction. So that allows businesses to grow. Kinaway helps us to basically connect with our First Nations people across our business. We have a huge pipeline of opportunity in Victoria, and I think by working with you to meet new suppliers, to assist in breaking down our packages, look at our procurement processes, really assists the businesses ourselves, but also the Indigenous members to basically take on these opportunities. In the past, we didn't actually know who the suppliers and what their capability were, how they could fit into our business. We're often looking for one supplier to do the whole piece of work for us, but what we've learnt is that there are a number of great Aboriginal businesses in the sector that can take part of that piece of the work rather than the full package, and then we can help those businesses to grow at a capacity that is ready for those businesses rather than just what we require today. In the sector, another barrier is it's a growing sector. So the industry is growing. We've got so much work in Victoria. So how do we actually find supply? So working with diverse suppliers, Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander businesses, means that we can reach our projects and meet them on time. It's really important to look at all different suppliers across the sector.
Probably the only other barrier that I'd mention is really just being aware of the businesses that are out there. So there's so many First Nations businesses that we haven't been aware of, and to have the likes of Alex and Jake come in, look at our whole procurement model, and then actually identify different packages that we could actually partner with different Aboriginal businesses with, has just been superb for us. Just being aware that those businesses exist and being able to partner with them is just a great first step.
So a perfect example is Alex the other day introduced us to NLA, Nicole and the haulage business. Now we would not have known about her business. She's a 30-year-old woman, owns 4 of her trucks. She actually works at some of our Fulton Hogan sites, but in a different part of our business. And that's a perfect example where we need haulage trucks for the current projects and also projects that we're tendering for. And, it's a great opportunity for her to grow her business potentially by working with us as well.
So the future, I guess, when I look at it, Kinaway is the link in the chain between First Nations businesses and Fulton Hogan, and we're all trying to achieve a great outcome. So in the future, I'd love to see not just one chain or, a few chains with, a few businesses, but to have this massive plethora of Aboriginal businesses that we're supporting in a long-term journey. And I think Kinaway is pivotal to us to continue building those businesses and supporting us to bring those businesses on. There's so many good businesses out there that we're just not aware of and are doing such wonderful things that really help Fulton Hogan deliver what we need to deliver. And without those types of businesses, we won't be able to do what we need to do. So for me, that's the real part of the journey. And I think the exciting part for me is that the Fulton Hogan workforce is so ready for this. They're the ones that are really pushing up. The groundswell's there. They want to make a difference. They want to be part of industry change. So this is really the start of something really exciting, I think.
I've worked in this space for a very long time, the last 15 years, and what I want to see is like Fulton Hogan, every time that we go to purchase, whether it's stationery to drainage to whatever it is, if we're estimating to the delivery, that we are actually considering Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander businesses through that whole process. We actually go to First Nations businesses first as a priority, and we're not thinking of this as something as a social procurement target. This is business as usual for Fulton Hogan. And I'm starting to see that happening within our organisation with the current tender that we're looking at, that we're currently looking at breaking packages apart, making it more accessible for Aboriginal businesses, and bringing those businesses in early so that they can see if they actually want to work with us first as a priority. It's not all about Fulton Hogan, it's about the businesses wanting to work with us and seeing if we're a nice match for those organisations as well.